Even got the nade, Chad. Kit is available, and sure, he snaps in! And bNE gifted the round at the hands of Scenery.
Huge clutch, absolutely massive clutch right here. He did great work for them on Ancient in similar fashion. It was up against a bit more of an eco scenario, but this one as a gun round is huge to win right here. Being given a gift of isolating those fights quicker than they thought on that rotation coming on in. And this has to be Synopsy with the massive play. Up on the top rope, peering on down, the double kill from him. And as you mentioned, it was manageable. Those fights were just coming his way. Great stuff from Scenery there to keep them in a two-round lead for the Eagles, and a necessary one.
You're going to be kicking yourself if you're Woody. The molly was there. Mantle's up. Nice find, though, for the bNE boys. And can they string it together? Oh! Look at him go! Nearly the collateral. GXX throws himself into the fight, and Scenery built upon it.
That is crazy right there.
Whoa, mamma mia.
Caution to the wind with a play like that.
Delicious. Delightful. The nade on top as well. You know he's screaming. He's legged one. The follow-up nade does really ring through for MIBR. They're going to have to recover this one somehow.
I think MIBR are still trying to work out what just happened. They lost two players instantaneously in the blink of an eye. You can see how much utility they still have left over. They haven't even established themselves into the round just yet, and have already lost two players.
It just started, Chad.
They still can work with this. I think they've actually done a great job working towards A, and MIBR are going to take notes of all these one-ways. You watch one demo, you're going to see the different variations they want to lob on out, immediately negating Synopsy. Once Jota comes through, he'll see that on the other side.
He's not ready for this. I think Jota's got a good little timing onto Synopsy. Heavy fight, and Synopsy's the one to leave Supreme. Look at the off angle here from Rigon. He should be set for the finish. Ooh, a little bit of a mess of that. Fortunately, Scenery's there to keep it level. And I'd love an extra frag. Scenery gives it to him. Plant should be disrupted here. Platro's got him. Oh, no. No, he can go over. Okay. Got a little worried for a moment. Synopsy up to 11 with his defense of the B site. But GXX starting that one with an absolute Hail Mary.
It's surprising to me to see MIBR go straight into something a bit more B-heavy when they have had success with the openings towards A. The round that they won was Synopsy jumping up and not being accounted for. Right? He should have been traded after one kill in the previous where Scenery was able to clutch that out. Going in towards B here, changing up the tune. I think that at A, they're going to have the better of looking for those picks. Yeah. Right? They've already been able to find it in 2 occasions.
Oh, that's a lot of info. Synopsy calls 4A. Could cause an over-rotate, and look at the gap. Scenery has no idea. He assumed Rigon had it, and now threading the needle. He is going to... Oh, wow. Good stuff. How does Scenery catch that?
That is crazy. That is a massive find right there for Scenery. Woody almost had the round-winning maneuver with that Tech 9. Now it gets slowed on down. It's a 4v5. It's still just these pistols, but Cello has his signature CZ75. Let's see if he can make something of this.
Rigon, brave, comfortable in these long-range engage. Tracking at least 2. It's Turtle CZ that does draw blood, but the rest, just a formality for Flatro. And up to 7. MIBR will get the AKs flowing once again.
I'm not sure if like the Bad News Eagles are like vampires or something, because when they smell blood, they just look for kills. Right? That's the way that they like to approach this game. I think they consider themselves to be better individually. Here's how he caught it. Oh, wow, must have just seen him. Just caught like a glimpse of him as he tried to duck on under that line of sight there at the bottom of the screen. But right, even when they know where they are, Bad News Eagles go, yeah, let's fight, right? We don't want to let you get away. We just want to stop you in your tracks right here. We back ourselves individually, where they're more than happy to take the fight to you. And now they have themselves a 7-3 lead right here as the guns come back out for MIBR. Do they continue to go back to allowing Jota to work A? Because he is doing a great job around those smokes for my money. Right, he's being able to isolate that. Both teams have different variations of smoke walls, but I would say so far, Jota's actually looked a bit more well-rounded in these gun rounds, isolating the opening fights. We have well, I have a whole bunch of different names for them here, but the sandbag one, which you're able to peer on down the ramp, we've seen that one get exploited. We just saw the Zywoo, which was just attempted there, and Jota almost got the best of him as well. So there's a bunch of rounds like that.
GXX is starting to look as equally as dynamic as he previously did, and with the Molotov down, he actually does post up in an aggressive line, maybe short-lived. May not be the first contact we see, but yeah, Turtle is edging closer. Synopsy, you can see, ready to react should GXX take contact, and with a flash pop, this is... Oh, GXX! He has been found, and Synopsy does not find the trade. Big one for Turtle and Exit.
But good information. They know that there's another player middle, and they also know that there's an aggressive B lobby play going on right now. So either MIBR can stall it out, allow these type of plays to be bad info, and force out an over-rotation as Scenario is looking just as crazy as his teammate GXX as he descends down in towards the B lobby. Could get caught over the cusp of the smoke. More aggression towards mid from Synopsy. Dicey right now for bNE, and we saw what happened on Nuke when they continued these type of individual aggressions. MIBR punished them.
Juggling that. Back turned to his opponents, and now at least Synopsy will have options. It's a good weapon for this hold. He actually wants to go CT angle. Now, Util from Turtle will rip that away. They want to go for this mid to B. 2 from the stairs, 2 from mid. Synopsy, oh, great catch, just as Turtle starts to swing. And a defensive smoke dropped. They will wrap up the stairs. Synopsy really is on an island here, trying to use that smoke, hiding in plain sight. And Flatro assuming it's clear. That is the end of them. Cello, 2 before he meets that. Oh, not far off. Synopsy needs another. 2 on 3, trying to rumble over the top. Missed it again. How is he still alive? It's just Synopsy now, and yeah, that's the end of that. Keeping hold of the AWP may have been the end of that.
That could have been a remarkable round because he had chances, right? 2 missed shots. If they were both converted, that would have been absolutely mental out of Synopsy in that play. This all started with the opening on GXX aggressive in mid. Synopsy was doing his best to bite on back, but they allowed that information play to come on through from the Eagles and used it against them because it was a gamble over towards the A bomb site. You saw 3 players rotate over there, and Synopsy was trying to deal with mid and B on his lonesome. The rotation was quick, it was fast. Looks like a missed smoke here for the CTs, Alex.
Yeah, and let's see what that leads to. There is a gap. Jota safe and sound unless he does put his head across. Wow, wowzers. Synopsy ready for the woody spray, or rather peek.
More chip damage done.
Yeah, significant damage. MIBR though, 4, great. 5 sounds a whole lot better, and already seems like ramp control is still firmly in the hands of bNE. They've got 3 here. GXX floating back now. Smoke check. I count 2.
And the bigger problem with those smokes is they're both over towards B. If it is an A hit right now, no more ways, feet spotted, and you can see just not aware of how to play around these smokes. They've been picked off a couple of times, the 2 of them, Flatro and Synopsy here. So MIBR, good at playing around this ramp control. GXX has rotated on over. This is the type of round where maybe gamble and operate for a save from the Eagles. Maybe have 3 to 4 members here and hope the MIBR come on over towards your site. They're relinquishing control once again as they continue to make it look like their intent will be A. Molly towards sandbag, smoke towards left side of site, and they're walking back towards B. And once more, the space is being gifted on over. Scenario won't be able to stop them from here.
Yeah, you can see the intent. There's a late mid lurk, out of exit, and they can just run in. Look, knives out. That's how confident they are. They've solved this. Still Scenario, ready for it. And he's already committed into the site. Maybe he can slow them down. No, meets Cello, and the bomb will go down. It's Cello. Perfect overwatch of that plant. Stops any funny business. And it's just the 2 of them. You talked about a save. GXX and Flatro finds himself in T-spawn, and he's going to at least catch Jota. And happy to have recovered himself a little AK upgrade.
Exit knows it's already a save here and is starting to hunt, so GXX could get caught off guard with the timing here if he isn't careful. Knife in his hand, not expecting Exit to already be this close. He's creeping forward, staying ever quiet. But this is going to be the 5th round right now for MIBR. Going to bring their total up over the 3 maps now to 12 rounds on the T side. It's the most on any half so far.
And still room for additions.
I think that they can have a very strong half here. I think the Eagles will be lucky to walk away with an 8-7 at this point. I think MIBR are really going to start running away with things now. And again, they are giving away a lot of opening kills, but that's because I'm not sure how bNE will operate getting fully executed against. It is very difficult to play in the site. It's very stifling when the utility is going to come your way. And now MIBR have that plentifully. So much utility compared to... Oh, this is another fight. Flatro's fast.
Yeah. We haven't seen this before. This is a nice deviation from the norm. Good chance for Flatro to disrupt here as the B site's already been pushed up. Fading soon. He knows there's an AWP. So he's been spotted out. tagged up. They'll have heard that. Just forced to relocate and into Jota's clutches. GXX walks straight on into Turtle. A nice angle for exactly that. Now Jota at least does get taken down, but I mean, MIBR, they can regroup. They know they're only up against lighter buy.
Yeah, Woody's playing this one well. He's actually rotating very well across the map here. And the fact that it was both of those saved rifles gone already, this one is done. Call this one 6. MIBR are just methodically crawling across the map here. And this is starting to look really tidy from them. They're understanding the rotations, they're understanding the pressure points once they make a kill. And unfortunately for the Eagles, they're rotating on over to gamble on sites. There it is. But it's the wrong site every time. They've been out of position in these 4v4s or these mid-round scenarios. So for the Eagles, they really are going to be hoping to grab one more on the way out the door here, because this could be 5 consecutive rounds. It's 3 on the trot right now for MIBR. The buyback in is light on for the Eagles again. No GXX AWP. Lacking incendiaries, lacking smokes on several players here as well. Flashes aren't there to initiate early fights. They literally have 2 flashes right now, and that's on Scenario, who plays over towards B. How are you going to flash and fight that A ramp like most teams do?
It is again Scenario that has to deal with this early MIBR pressure B. They really have delivered in the capacity on that B side. They went for a 2-man mid-hold here. Nade right on his back pocket. And this mid-hold is about to be tested. Nice jiggles already from Turtle, but quick out of GXX. And they may perhaps neglect to clear out Rigon. They heard that retreat. Woody's posted up for the re-peak, but at least the information is nothing more to be concerned about in middle. Slowly and silently, they look to reposition.
Still problems here for the Eagles, right? They are a little bit lighter on in that util department. They've been a bit more reserved in the util department here. You can see holding on to 3 smokes, and we have a minute mark left. They haven't just played this one-way game towards the ramp, so finally a bit of an adjustment in how they want to defend this side of the map. Once sound cues are made or util is thrown, they'll block out positions there, and Synopsy can even extinguish out his feet.
Jota's going to have the angle. Oh wow, but quick out of Synopsy and ready for the molly. Missed it. Continues to try and look for answers and spots out Woody as well. Big round out of Synopsy. And he might finish with a flourish. There you go. Exit's head popped, and 8 is on the board. A successful CT half. You said 8-7. More likely than not. Well, they've got the 8. Now it's time to see if that 7 is on the agenda for MIBR. Last round, first half, last map. And just one team to secure that legend spot.
Yeah, once we get on over to that other half here, I expect the quickness out of bNE and a lot of their approaches, right? Scaling up A ramp quite quickly, and that's where we're going to need to see the best out of cello and Jota. cello right now is having a good game, up to 14 kills. The rest of the team not too far behind here. Even frag distribution as the AU2 comes out once more. Jota looking for that space, and this has worked previously as far as openings have gone.
Spots out cello. Don't know what he's seen there, just a cheeky bit of toe. And it's GXX, he didn't know. Jota does again, worm his way through the smokes, a big one back. It's Synopsy's double that does maintain control. Ramp is still under bNE rule.
Synopsy's a bit of a beast right now, isn't he? It feels like a quiet 19 kills. He's just continuing to pick him up as he drops down the Zywoo one way, has more kills on the agenda right here, but doesn't realize how close Woody is.
He's really alone on this. Flatro's coming. Woody's got him. No trade, but no announcement of presence. Woody can worm his way back. Flatro sandbags.
Safe util on the site. I don't think they're going to clear the position right now.
Woody
Flatro
had the molly. He considered it. And here it comes. Flatro. Oh, loses his head. MIBR, hot pursuit of the 7th now. And look at Rigon. He just wants to fight.
Oh!
He just wants to brawl, and he takes them both down. It's up to Woody to come up clutch now, and he's got time, but he hasn't got any health. It's Rigon with a triple. And they will leave with 9. Convincing case to close. You're right, Synopsy. A quiet 19, very much at the top of the table in the server. We're following that. cello on 14 for MIBR. And Rigon just on the tail end of that with 13 of his own. Nice triple to close.
The Eagles play such a frustrating style of Counter-Strike. MIBR are playing it by the book, and then he just decides at 40 seconds to push on out and take 3 fights. It's like, well, we pushed you back, we found the kills, we've dealt with your aggression, we've dealt with your smoke walls, your one-ways, all of the geeky stuff, and then you just do this? It must be so frustrating for MIBR that he dealt that, and you can see the odds right now saying to favor the Eagles ever more, but a pistol round right now for MIBR, and we could be looking like a scoreline of 9-9. This one's not done just yet. Legend stage hopes and dreams on the lines here for these major debutantes. Hit 2 flashes for Woody, the rest into Kev. Smoke and a flash for Scenario, P250 for Rigon. 2-man mid-hold to try and deny any of this early space that Synopsy is trying to grab with the rest of his team headed over towards B.
You can see these flashes are going to be a large component of the defense of B. And he gets the info, waits for the flash, and exit ready to re-peek. Already it's actually Turtle that takes down the star of the show. Eagles down to 4. Another drops away. They've got all the bodies here. Oh, and it is an absolutely perfect pistol. MIBR looking to get both of them here. And that'll do nicely. Clean slate as the 7th secure. And you talk about 9-9. It looms. We saw the force by wars, of course. It's been done once. Can it be done again? They were trading blows right in the early doors of our first half, and they're going to try it again.
And I think this is where the Eagles do their best work, when it's these type of rounds and the economy hasn't been established just yet. Look how much utility is lacking from MIBR to stop fast Tech 9s. If they can find an avenue of assault right now where they're not running through a Molotov, might be a great opportunity for the Eagles as they lob some nades up quickly here, not going to find a lick of damage.
Oh, Rigon puts his name in the feed and taking a little bit of a leap as it's already having the wind sucked out of the room. Look how quickly they poke and prod at the entire bNE squad. Upon the next glance, it's all gone, but look at the corpses littering the ramp.
That was perfect for the round to get out of control, right? The Deagle opener, that's what you look for right here, but they just shut this one down. Joda's gone sure, but Cello, he's still alive. 3 for him, 1 for Woody. Now it's just Scenari, 68 points of health and a dream. He's been good in the clutches, but this time he doesn't have space to work with. Has to take a fight with the Tech 9 up ramp versus an M4 on a hot Cello. The round changes right now for Scenari. It's no longer about just picking up a victory here. It's seeing if he can do any damage whatsoever. Takes the fight, gets the kill, grabs one, 45 seconds.
Not ready for this though. Woody immediately takes the place of Cello, exploits the expectations. Scenari thought he just forged a little bit of a room to maneuver, so just be the 1 M4 he forces the rebuy on. We can see that rig on Deeg, so there's 2 rebuys. Here it comes. Bang! Wallop!
Yeah, you think when you get that opening like that, you can actually spiral a bit of control, but not accounting for the sandbag position. I love it when you know that there's unlikely to be a Molotov coming your way. It's a good safety net position to deal with buys exactly like that. And they will be able to rebuy with no dramas, but trying to keep it a little bit threatening, investing what they can here, the Eagles. Couple of P250s at Deagle, some light Uton this time round, just stalling out across the map. They limp out a one-way smoke towards A. Well, knowing them, drawn like a moth to a flame, the smoke has landed, and of course the pistols get ever closer. Turtle, they're coming.
Oh, he's already done a lot of damage. He will be forced to get out, but you can see the support if network was there. Where's Woody? Dropped off. Flatro will get the M4. There's Woody delivering on the CT cross. Very reactive, this CT side of MIBR. Quick to attend to the situation. An opportunity goes awry. 2 in CT. They weren't ready for that. Perhaps Cello could got caught out. The Deagles are present. Woody close quarters. Nice out of GXX to keep those frags coming, but just these pistols. Flatro so low and will go lower. No bomb plant. Couple of kills. Same story as the previous. And the scoreline now sits as a dissatisfied German. 9-9.
Yeah, this is beautiful stuff right here to get back in here. That was such a sketchy round. And I think it was the flash that came on over that caught Woody there late as Turtle tried to scamper away. His spray got a little bit sketchy. I think he knew what a death there would have meant. But they were able to rotate on over quickly and deal with that. But this is where the business begins. AKs are out. What's the approach of the Eagles here? Gap smoke thrown from GXX. Looks like a bit more of a default spread as one towards ladder and one towards A. Babysitting B as well. Allowing the CTs to use their early utility here to deny. Synopsy immediately looking for a fight on that extinguish. And Scenari, he's going to throw out util to keep this A bomb site under pressure.
Starting to crawl. 2 through mid. Others spread rather default. You can see he's lining up for a potential boost, but could just be for util. Wow,
So
barrage
many
of flashes. How many are left? 3. Grand total. And there's one of them gone. Now the util arrives, and you can see that it's going to start getting a little bit of panic stations. Look at the CTs immediately starting to react out of A. Feels like a mid to B, is a mid to B. Angle from exit's great, should be going down, and it's Scenery to provide the trade. Big one from Scenery. 2 frags. It's Woody to try and respond. The smoke fading shortly. Synopsy in a power position, and the rotate held by Flatro. This has to be an Eagles round. Has to. Spotted out, forced off. Now they can access towards Synopsy's angle. You can see Woody with a potential strafe. Synopsy's ruled it out. He has GXX to kind of bodyguard that. Very loud about this. Synopsy does choose to take the engagement. Confirms his position, but I think they want to save. And they will start to recede. The time just a little too light, and so bNE will edge ahead.
Held at the door there, and they were actually chasing their tail a little bit, looking for the mid lurk as well. There was so much pressure. I thought once the construction smoke got dropped, it denied any of that mid pressure. If Scenery didn't get both of the kills on the way on in there, the entire execute was done. If they traded efficiently on the B bomb site or stalled them out with a multi from the MIBR side of things, that round was done because the mid players would have had to have been running through into a smoke of CTs looking their way. The fact that Scenery gets those kills, it alleviates all the pressure. Scenery's impact throughout this series, if you think about the ancient clutches, you think about some of the kills he's been having, think about the first half, we had the 1-on-2 clutch, the Synopsy set on up for him. Scenery's impact, you can really feel it right now within this game. Sure, it's only 11 kills, but that accounts for a lot here. And if they win this one right now, MIBR are in the doldrums as far as the cash goes.
Yeah, numbers don't tell the whole story, Chad, but Cello very loudly is going to be naded down. Flubs his strafe. He's trying to have an aggressive presence. You can see a lot of pressure on the MIBR shoulders. They're just dunking. He nades and util willy-nilly. Oh, everyone is.
Yeah, both teams have been missing some nades or throwing into smokes, just wasting the big pieces of utility here, but postured forward. Woody looking for a fight. Needs to be careful about this. That Molotov to his left, very telling of a push coming his way.
Yeah, Flatter's just been spotted out by Woody, but he's unwilling to commit to the fight. He's got to worry about short as well. You're going to see the rejig defense.
Looks very much like an A here. Normally we see these boosts, but it's too late for it right now. MIBR don't know how far forward bNE are.
Nice Molotov, and they will hear the lick. Flatro does take a tick.
Here they go, they're setting it up.
Perfect. Now they'll have the info on ramp side as well. See if the flight paths from bNE include a clear on this. He's looking one way. .35 now. MIBR are going to have to get a wriggle on. You can see the wriggle on lining up one side of the smokes, and this is going to be the question mark. Oh, they just dismounted. They're starting to rotate off.
They think it's B.
Okay. Cello sticks around. Flatro still takes him down as they were caught in mid-round. And oh, that's a big push out of Woody. Gets nothing done. It's Jota trying to delay the plant, but Scenery is punching in the numbers. They are low. Ooh, so low. 2 of them on just about 20 HP. There's something to be said here for Jota and Exit. Kids. Bomb half gone. GXX is going to be the contingency. He's been going to be spotted out there just over the edge of the smoke. GXX doesn't have to move. He has to just stay alive to deny. The rest, it's Flatro, Scenery. They can lay their life on the line, and already you can see time is just not on their side. They'll back away. And another success for bNE, taking it, alternating sites. First B, now A. MIBR running away. And safe and sound on the edge of that. So, we're really getting to the business end of Vertigo.
Yeah, we were talking about the positives of Nuke and turtling on up and playing a little bit more passive. In this situation, think about what just happened there as like Inferno without banana control and out top mid control. Because the fact that a player was up towards Tetris box, Synopsy over towards B, was able to get flashed on in and take a fight, that drew the rotation immediately because there was no information at A. They had none, right? They didn't see anything, they didn't hear anything, it was very quiet. There wasn't even a little poke. They didn't catch a head, they didn't catch a barrel, they didn't catch a single lick of information. And the last timeout called again for MIBR. We've been asking for more from bNE. MIBR have been very liberal with them. They've used them consistently throughout all 3 of these maps right here, and we're seeing it again. This is the last chance that Bit, the coach, will have an opportunity to chip on in. Now, if they can't address the fact that they were in the dark right there, and that's the reason they were so jumpy as far as that utility came on in, they will find themselves in a similar situation if bNE want to address the round in the same fashion. 2 saved guns, an upgraded CZ. A little bit of util in the hands of Woody here. The amount of times we see Woody with a nade in his hands and not a gun, it's more often than not. It's to get across, and it's accounted for. synapse will wade them back.
Yeah. It's exits AK that's going to be threatening. Nice catch, but immediately straight back through the boards. Exit makes that AK known. Jota has his rifle towards the sandbag position, and it's currently got full control of the ramp. I say that with bated breath as Scenario goes walkabouts. The whole squad right around the corner. Jotas has been spotted out. He's got the smoke to elope. Up and over. So many bullets through. All 4 players unload their mag, and he's still standing. Oh man, Jota will eventually tumble. Backflips off the top of the building. And they've got time. There is absolutely no rush. They know they've taken down one of those 2 intimidating rifles. Exit also has rotated through. So you can maneuver back. Not too much territory to be taken. This is scary for Rigon for a moment. That gets it on the jiggle. And there's Exit with his rifle just tapped away. Rigon, he is having fun in the serve. And just, careful now, Flatro. You could lose your rifle. You could lose a teammate. Because Cello, man on a mission, is walking straight into the AWP of GXX. Not going to let that one go. And bNE's lead grows as reality for MIBR will strike. They will have a gun round here. 3 on the trot. The first 3 rounds we've seen. And MIBR have been unable to take more than 2 frags in any of these rounds.
This one might be quick, Alex. synapse could have bought into an AK-47, but decided to go with a MAC-10. So expect a pace change here out of synapse.
Oh, concentration stations, man. Everything you practice for, everything you've been working towards now hangs in the balance. And look at synapse, that's the MAC-10. Flash to clear. Quick fight. It's Cello that's already dealt with it, but that perhaps is forced to rotate. Will MIBR
they have to go now.
Be passive? The incendiary's not going to stop him, surely. Yeah, Flatro's already crossing through. What a headshot! He's got it. Exit down. It's up to Turtle. Can Flatro do it again?
Whoa!
Yes, he can. What is that? Jota's already under scrutiny. Woody with a fast flank, maybe. No, denied by GXX, and the Eagles soar to 13. Nice angle for Rigon, and it still doesn't win the duel. Big stuff from the Bad News Eagles. The Raw, as they can feel that impending taste of victory and success. It is within touching distance now.
Yeah, it's going to feel very hollow over there for MIBR right now. 2 massive shots for Flatro right here, just instant on the second. The presence of synapse in some of these rounds, just the fact that he is running in or selling a fake, it is doing wonders right now for the Eagles. 3 more rounds required up against a light purchase here. Cello has gone for a Hero M4 to try and get something out of this. Needs to find some traction as Rigon. He has been fantastic. The mechanical ability of this Swissman.
Safe from the flash, progressing now, 2 to find, and already bit sketchy on the spray. He has dispatched of Turtle. Next down as well, Rigon doing what he does best. Farming up the frags. He's ascended to 21 now in sync with synapse. And 14 looms. MIBR, some of these CT rounds just slipping past.
It's the team at the major without an organization. The first time for all 5 of the Bad News Eagles to be at a major, to get here in the way that they have, and to now be 2 rounds away from qualifying for the Legends stage. What an accomplishment this would be in itself.
Especially with the competitive field of play that Counter-Strike is in 2022. The level of Counter-Strike, the amount of support your opponents have through team frameworks and organizational support, and to be doing it through and facilitated by fans. You know, like, it does feel like we're rolling it all the way back to where some of those amazing storylines we've had in the past, the Kabooms of the world. And you can see what it means to them. Like, they are stone-faced now. These boys are not afraid to express themselves. And is that the first?
The first, just to take a drink, just to take a breather, just to understand that in 2 rounds' time, what they're about to achieve here. The cash, look at it. 9.9 on Flatro, 12k on Rigon. Scenario with almost 10k, GXX with 9 to his name. They lose a round, it's not the end of the world. There's no need to stress. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it collected. 2 more rounds. And they'll be going through to the next round to play against some of the absolute best teams the Counter-Strike landscape has to offer, lying in wait in that legend stage.
It's not over till it's over, Chad. MIBR equipped, packed to the nines with everything they need to defend their honor. 1:55 inscribed on the clock. We go again. Flatro, Rigon definitely have not let off the gas in this third map. Woody posted up on this mid-fight. If Synopsy really feeling himself, it can't be dry. It is dry, and Woody will pluck him from the pack. Two here. You may not be ready for this. You want to punish the AWP, Rigon, but there's two lying in wait around this corner. Woody already posted, maybe not ready for Rigon close. Got to time it right. He hears those nades, but doesn't fall foul to the bait. And now they retreat. Now they get elope, and Rigon can activate. Woody is posted. Timing. Oh! Headshot. Rigon precise. And charging now, trying to thread the needle through the flames. Jota does equalize, but oh my god, it's hectic. Smokes are down. Great shot out of GXX. Neutralizes Cello on headshot. And Scenario already wounded. He's limping to try and provide support as best he can.
They're fully rotated. The bomb's going back to B right now.
If GXX can sell it, Fun Flatro has got an open runway. The smoke will towards elevator. And he's changing his mind.
Exit's been pulled on over. They've drawn the rotation back. They're not biting on this. They think it is going to be B. One back to construction, one towards heaven, one towards B. They've strung out the defense right now. This is perfect from the Eagles.
If Scenario could just push up as much as he can, take the space while the smoke is still up. It's a very passive hold from Jota. He has no idea what lies around the corner. Scenario is going to clear. Such a power position, but the low HP. The flash is bad, and Jota can strike. Bomb uncontested. The post plant is everything now for the Eagles. MIBR, they do have the man advantage. Rotates are on their way. Juggling weapons, talking it through. Smokes and kits are plenty. They can drop retake smokes, Chad. Gonna really make the life difficult for that AWPer.
Flatro has to fight.
And GXX is getting close to deny that plan. Flatro does find the first, but it is onto GXX, looking for impact. He's lined up for the knife. Lined up. And ready to strike. What are you doing? Goes to the left and the right. They are on it, and that's 10. A bit of a heartbreaker. He was so close to it, and Turtle gives him a taste of his own medicine. AWP retrieved in good measure. And MIBR extend play.
Trying to keep themselves loud over here, but you can see it's stressful moments right there. The fact that they get so strung out, you can see Cello hand pressed to the face in that moment. And this is dicey. GXX was hoping to whittle down the clock as much as he could here. Didn't want to give away the maneuver he was going for. So low on HP. Had to hit this one and just can't. Cops a knife for his trouble right there. And Turtle showing him how it's done. Saves that AWP and gives it back to Woody, who found it open for them in the previous. Could that be the key to success right now for MIBR? Woody activating on this big green.
There are angles to peek into that boosted spot. GXX posted up to provide support on short. Cello heading towards the Zywoo. That's the angle, and Woody does bait the shot, lives on. AWP confirmed ramp, Molly will deny. Nice tickle on the nade, but with that Molly as the smoke fades, that's actually very nice from the Eagles. It should at least mean they can focus their attention on Woody. Flashes rain in. Nothing initially. It's likely to be an AWP v AWP here. Over the edge of the smoke is the rifle spray. Jota backs away on the reload. So much at stake on this opening move, and you can see Cello committed. Does nearly take two. Got to stomach a disadvantage early now for the Eagles. So close, yet so far. MIBR have definitely found their voices.
Yeah, and retaining that space over towards A is huge. The fact that they still have A ramp info, they can rotate and bolster B to help exit out.
Got it. Yeah, spots him out. More damage done. They really got nothing going on. Exit unwilling to commit to an aggressive maneuver when he's got this advantage. Forced in by the flames, and it is the end of him.
Two more here.
Oh no, GXX has got him. It's got to be Jota. He does find the first. They are low. Turns the flash. Flames on his feet. He has to find something. It's more from Scenario. The impact fragger. Now they have the advantage, and Rigon's ready. It's just Cello. 15 looms. Great flash. Caught out. Scenario can't finish. Can the clutch come through? Cello 3 in the round, looking for his fourth. GXX will not be caught out with the AWP this time. No knife hijinks. Bomb is half gone. Likely on quad side. Using that smoke is Cello. Gives him a sound cue. GXX has got that luxury now. Can jiggle, can play. And there's Cello. There's the fight. Misses it initially. Running out of time though. And that should be it. 15 to break B. Turning this one around. Turning it on its head. bNE, 1 round away, chat, from the Legend stage. Sobering for MIBR.
Rough buy for them
Yikes.
here as well. And this is the thing, they knew they won out the A-round fight, they sent them towards B, they had 3 players here on the site, but the key to bNE this entire time, this entire series is their pack mentality and their trading. They're individuals, you lose one, well you can't stop them all.
Oh my god.
3 MP9s, it's going to be a fast
Chad.
B.
It's very quick. You held it by the flame. Don't have to overcook it here. 4 leaning B early. It's Synopsy the exception. He's walking out mid now. A lot of control. He's already taking finds towards construction. Got nothing to report.
Bit of flak damage there.
Rigon eats it.
Lots of pressure. Look at this gap.
Whoa, huge gap. I think the hesitance of cello could come back to haunt him. He turns away just as Synopsy slips so many targets. Got Jota down. Synopsy has gotten under their skin behind enemy lines to be addressed now. cello pulls us back into an even keel. Just on the edge of the smoke. Rigon, GXX both posted. Doesn't have the vision, doesn't have the info, but sprayed nonetheless. It's Flatro. 2 clicks of the mouse for Eagles to realize the Cinderella story, to find that glass slipper, and to shatter it was cello. He's gone. It's only Woody up against an AWP. Flatro's done it, and so have the Eagles, soaring to the Legend stage. Magnificent. There isn't a